what's up everybody? So this past weekend I got together with some friends, and around 11 o'clock at night we were like, hey, let's go have breakfast, because look, there's nothing better to do at 11 o'clock. So we ended up at this great little cafe in Baltimore called Blue Moon Cafe. It's such a great spot, and I actually ended up going out with my friend Justin and also my other friend Richard. And so we go out to this little place in Baltimore located near Fells Point. And when I say little, I do mean little. We'll equate that to the word cozy, just to be like politically correct. But it has great artwork on the wall. I think all the artists are local artists too. The place is, it doesn't have a lot of people in it because it's very, very small, as you can see. Everybody's really jovial and nice for the most part, but I think that might be mostly due to the fact that a lot of people might be inebriated from the club, but whatever. This place was actually featured on the Food Network because of their specialty Captain Crunch French toast, and you can see, thank you for your patience, as everything is made to order, which it definitely was. I ended up ordering some French toast with fresh fruit and some eggs and waffles. Things were great. In fact, you could see that, and the guys were just totally not talking. There was no talking going on at this point. But that was up until the point where we met this wonderful young lady and her friend actually ended up being named Kristen. So the story that unfolded from talking to these two women, in fact, it's all been on the news, and I'm gonna just share that with you.
The mother of Christopher Brown will spend the weekend saying goodbye to her teenage son. Brown was killed last week at the hands of an off-duty Baltimore County police officer.
What I ended up finding out by doing some research and by talking to Kristen is that Kristen has a brother named Christopher Brown who was asphyxiated by an off-duty police officer in Randallstown, Maryland. There have been several vigils and things going on in this area over the past couple of months in order to bring this officer to justice. Apparently he was charged with manslaughter, but the family would love to see his charges increased to murder in the second degree. In fact, listen to our mother's words.
I'm not angry, and I want to make sure that that's clear. I don't feel cheated. I just know that it was a crime committed, and I need justice to prevail. And that's simple. There is no other way I can look at it.
Prayer vigils, funeral arrangements, and a viewing. All things you should never do for a teenager. While the Brown family didn't want to say that, these photos from the mother's best friend express it. The look in his sister's eyes, one of the last family photos.
Supporters gathered to call for harsher charges against the Baltimore County police officer accused of killing 17-year-old Christopher Brown.
My son today, your son tomorrow.
For the past 2 months, the mother of 17-year-old Christopher Brown has devoted her life to finding justice.
You have to fight for your children.
Her son dead, his accused killer, an off-duty Baltimore County police officer. Investigators say Officer James Laborde chased down Brown after friends threw rocks at his door. Brown died during a struggle, killed by asphyxiation. It took the county 10 days to charge Laborde with manslaughter.
It's like a slap in the face, because I think we want to make sure that our citizens are safe.
And increased charges against the officer, not the only thing this group is calling for. They want lawmakers to ban police officers from doing anything to restrict someone's airway.
There's something that he could have done to restrain him other than asphyxiate him.
As for Brown's mother, she dreads the day she comes face to face with James Laborde.
I don't want, to look at the murder of my child right now.
But vows to keep fighting for her son.
So this is the horrible story of this girl named Kristen. Now, just because we share the same name, I believe that this story tugs at my heart even more, but the story of her 17-year-old brother who is no longer with us because someone else threw some rocks at an off-duty police officer's door. Honestly, it just does not make sense to me. And I can understand, looking at Christopher pictured here with his mother, Chris, why this family is calling us a call to action for justice to take place. Now, you can be a part of that. In fact, Kristen explains exactly what we can do.
So we're out trying to get petitions signed to increase the charges on the officer from manslaughter to murder in the second degree. And if you want to sign the petition, you can go to www.change.org, type in Christopher Brown, and then sign the petition. As many signatures as possible will be great.
So if your heart is moved by compassion because of this story, I encourage you to go to www.change.org. Just like Kristen said, you just go on the search field, type in Christopher Brown. It's a very easy website to navigate. It'll immediately take you to the search results, and you can see that his search result is right at the top. It's really simple for you just to sign his petition. It's located on the left. You can be a part of change happening.